Hello, my name is Alice Bowl. Welcome to our Scrapbook Live for the month of February of 2023. I'm super excited to be here with you and doing some scrapbooking with you. Today, I am going to be using a kit from the ScrapRoom, and I love their kits. In fact, I pay for their kits, so I'm happy to buy their amazing kits. They put together kits called Flavors of the Month, which I truly love. And that's what I'm going to be using today. And I will show you shortly all the fun stuff that's in this kit. But first, I have to tell you, we're doing a load challenge right now within our Scrap Happy community. So we've had a few people come and join us for this month of scrapbooking, and it is out of this world. Like literally, we're doing space. We are doing Space Nerds. Load 223 is Space Nerds. And so we are scrapbooking every day this month, inspired by different nerdy space movies and shows. And I think it's been pretty good. I think the overall consensus is that it's been pretty good. But it's been so much fun just to kind of see where looking at these prompts, looking at these really fun TV shows and movies and how we can draw inspiration from those to help us tell stories for our scrapbook pages. So in a little bit, I'm going to share the prompt that I'm working on for today. And but first I think we should dive into the kit because I want to see the yummy goodies, right? Yes, I know my frames, they're kind of galaxy. There is a pair of galaxy ones. I have lost them. I don't know what I did. I don't know how I lost them, but there are galaxy frames. But I tell you, I'm living my best frame life right now. I have the glasses from Pair Eyewear and I'm loving them. Anybody that's curious, I'll put a link under the video for you, but you just can like change out your glasses just like that easy, that fast. All right. I know. I saw Roz, I saw your face. I'm like, yes. I'm like, these are magic. But they're magnetic and then they just stick on and you can get all these different ones. Because yes, I have done some shopping, but you know, there's red sparkle ones that would go perfectly with my little red hearts on my shirt. It is February, right? I've got the kind of semi-galaxy. They do have proper galaxy. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you can get ones that have sunglasses. So they just like clip on and there you go. Oh, now you can see some of the background in my room. But yeah, they go on, they go off. You can get frames in different colors. They have a few different colors, and then you get the different things, and they can do different kinds of prescriptions. I was amazed at how good the price for the glasses was, but I think that they got my money anyways because I've been getting the toppers. And here in Canada, the toppers are about $25 a piece. And that's you know, the cost of a new t-shirt or something, and then I have a whole new feel. So sorry, distracted because they're so cute and I'm still absolutely loving them. So there we go. Anyways, have a look, check them out. I think they're super fun. Lots of different frame styles. I don't know, it's cool, very cool. It is kind of like the glasses that I've been wishing for my whole life, I think. For my whole life. It's like the glasses I wished for my whole life. Okay, let's check out this kit. I have to show you, so much fun. And oh, where did my coffee go? Oh, it's here too. Okay. This button. It's really easy. It's right here. There we go. Okay, so this is my kit from the ScrapRoom, and they have filled it up with all kinds of awesome goodies in here. So in my instruction sheet, we have 4 kits, and of course they have a sketch. They have a fabulous cut file that's available this month too for February, and then the coffee sampler. I think they know me. The Hawaiian hazelnut. It's one of my favorite coffees. I don't generally like nut coffees, but Hawaiian hazelnut, feeling the love. Okay, so in addition to my regular flavors of the month kit, I order an add-on embellishment kit. The glasses are they're from Pair Eyewear, Pair Eyewear. And yeah, so last month I had an embellishment kit that was missing because I get my kit sent out way early. So they have sent that to me so that I'll have that to go with it. But I have add-on embellishments for the kits that you'll see here right now. So I'll show you those as we go through the kits. First up, this first one is from 49th and Market. And I'm obsessed with their papers. I'm gonna say I am obsessed with their papers. I love them so much. It's a little scary because yeah, they're just so nice. Okay, if I click this one, does it do anything? Okay, no, apparently. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There. Okay, now I'm on the little corner, so so I'm talking to you guys the whole time. Anyway, so here we go. This paper, 49th and Market. This is their Countryside. And yeah, Countryside, that's right. Yes, Countryside. Okay, but this paper right here, I saw it and I'm just like obsessed. Like, is it not the prettiest paper in the whole world? Pretty much, right? Oh, and then even the back side, how could they do that to me? They put something beautiful on the back. That's just rude. Like, I know they're trying to be nice, but how am I supposed to choose between this and this? That's just mean. And look, it has little chicken wire in the background. Yeah, that's nice. And then this paper here, I'll tell you, that's a challenge for me to use. That's not my favorite, but if you're layering with this, nice. Beth says, we know you always choose the A side. I don't know that from the, oh my God, I saw a comment. Marcy, I miss your comment. She says, it reminds me of the Oz book with a character who always wore the same simple white dress because she changed her heads. I so don't know that. Talking about the glasses, I love it. These are fun sessions, you guys. You guys make me crack up. Oh, but look at the sunflowers. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you've got your like gingham or whatever, and then you've got like a little bit of the plant stuff in here. It's like watercolor effect. They've done like everything and it's not overwhelming because it's all monochromatic. I'm a fan. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, yeah, I love these papers. We've got 2 sheets of white paper, cardstock to go with this. I like that it's white. Loving the white. And then embellishments that are included with this as well. There's a nice variety of embellishments. So it says there is various ephemera pieces and market chipboard pieces. So they've done a little bit. Oh, and it's like perfect. Okay, so check out this. I was going to say recipe card because it reminded me of a recipe card, but it's not. It's a piece of ephemera. And then, oh, fun. There's like these little frame pieces. Oh, you can make like a little sandwich. Oh, really fun, like little pieces of ephemera. So some are chipboard and some are just cardstock weight, but it's like heavy cardstock weight. So even the cardstock ones, and I think that could be part of my obsession with these 49th and Market papers. They're thick. They're so nice. So yeah, so some words and some things. Oh, and I even got one of the chickens. Look how cute. So there's a little obsession for you. Alice and her chickens. My chickens are finally starting to lay like more eggs again. They were really lazy this winter. We've never had such lazy chickens in the winter. But yes. More chickens for the crazy chicken lady. Oh, let's see what I've got in my extra embellishment pack, right? Okay. That will be, ooh, this, no, that's not right. Those, Oh, what's on my add-on embellishment? 49th and Market laser cut. Okay, oh, pretty. Okay, so look at these. These are laser cut pieces. So they're not stickers, they're just paper, but it's like a thick paper. But oh, and they're so nice. And if you look at how like their laser cutting is, there's no white lines on them. So it's not like putting a lot of die cuts. You know how a lot of die cuts have that white line around the edge? These ones don't. Like, oh, have you guys bought 49th and Market before? I'm just telling, yeah, I see some nodding people. They're like, we get it. We know how beautiful it is. Yes, I have a little obsession right now. I will tell you, there's other 49th and Market papers on my desk because I've been wanting to use them all loaded. And then I'm like, well, maybe not on this page and maybe not on this page because I think I've been hoarding them. So just like accuse me of that. That's fine. That's the thing. Yeah, Debbie says, I love these. Yes. And just like thick paper like that too. I dropped something. Oh, it's just one of my sticky notes off my desk. One of my 10 million sticky notes. Yeah, Debbie, me too. Hoarding. Yeah, this is pretty. And I'll tell you, I'm a big fan of yellow and the yellow with these red flowers. Oh, so nice. Okay. Okay, next up. Now we'll see, like, do I love the other ones as much as I fawned over this one? Cartabella, My Valentine. Okay, so Cartabella paper is always that textured. It's like delicious. It's nice and thick paper too, so I'm very fond of that. This My Valentine, look at the little roses. It's pretty. And then we've got some polka dots on the back. I look on my camera and I don't know if you see it, it looks quite red, but it's maybe not as red as I see on my camera. Okay, so the first one was the 49th and Market Countryside collection. This is the Cartabella My Valentine. So there we are. Look at these little flowers. These are really cute. They're really pretty. Oh, and some nice hearts. See, now you can see like that red wasn't as red. Now that you can compare like a deeper red to it, it's like more corally red. And then we've got a nice plaid and oh, like a cute, you could cut this apart. I actually like scrapbooking right on these ones. I think that it's nice to scrap on them, and lots of cool little sayings, little love sayings all over. Perfect. So it's like a good Valentine's kit or not. Doesn't really have to be Valentine's. You've got like a little bit of Valentine's-y stuff and a little bit of love stuff, but like that fits into so many different things that I scrapbook. I like having options when it comes to kits like that because sometimes it's like a nod at love, but just doesn't have to be like dripping in it. Some white cardstock to go with, and Snow Bond cardstock. And then we get a third pack of Cartabella ephemera and a row of Doodlebug Lily white sprinkles. Oh, okay. So that's what's in here. Have a look. So here's those little enamel dots and lots of little ephemera pieces. So this will be a third of a pack of the different ephemera pieces to go with. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm not as excited about the last one, but I do love it. Yeah, dripping in love, right? Sometimes the lines are so themed that it's hard to use them with something else. If everything says love of my life, happy Valentine's, it's like I could use love kits at times of the year that aren't Valentine's. I could. Okay, let's put that. That is a beautiful print, actually. Very nice. Oh, and what is the bonus? Okay, what's in here? Oh, okay. No, it's not that. Okay, let's have a look. This is gonna go in. Okay, and in the kit, there is a 12 by 12 Cartabella sticker sheet in here. So that'll be this one right here. So my add-on embellishments from my add-on kit is this. Yes, it is. This is my Valentine. So this whole sheet of this 12 by 12 stickers, and I really like having these. That really brings the pages together. So yes, very nice. Okay, that's a nice looking kit. Am I as excited about the first one? No. Okay, let's just be real. I'm not, but it is very nice. Next up, Photo Play Papers Cupid Sweetheart. So in this one, right when I open it up, you can see that included with the kit is the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. So there's like a really fun little banner on here. You've got like a little sticker that reaches across the page. You've got some cute little designs that are part of the line. And I love this love. Okay, so look at the detail on the word love. It kind of has that window pane effect, but with all the different papers put in there. Yeah, that's cute. Oh, this paper's pretty. It has like this little golden yellow color in it that isn't necessarily the first thing I think of for Valentine's and love stuff. So it's not maybe as like on the head, right? I struggle because I don't do heart, says Marcia, right? So a lot of the love things is like, whoa, that's a lot. This paper has like little music notes or something in the background. Kind of looks like music note-esque. Yeah, they're music notes. And then, oh, lots of candy crush, they called this one. It's called Candy Crush. Honey, BFF, kisses, love, text me, awesome, sweetheart, love, hot stuff, yes. My love, true love, marry me, love you. So lots of fun. Oh, this is nice with the words. You stole my heart, you are my forever, be my Valentine, I adore you, be mine, I love you, you and me, honey. And then some cupcakes. And then we got 2 sheets of black cardstock. That's like a mix up, like with not a mix up, like they did it wrong, but like that's a change, right? Sometimes you don't get like dark colored background papers, but if you have a good white pen, then working on black paper is awesome. Okay, I really like this pattern actually. It's very pretty. And let's see, what is my add-on for this one? Ooh, okay, so it looks like for this one we get the packet of Photo Play ephemera. So want to see what's in there? So here's the cheat sheet of everything that's in there. But in the packet, we've got some sheets of die cuts. And so you get some of the other pieces. And these all just pop right out of here. Little frames, those are nice. I find that photo play kits are very scrapbookable. And then there's some little words and stuff in here. But I really feel that the kits that they put together are like designed to scrapbook with and how people scrapbook. I think that's the thing. Like they work with how I scrapbook. Maybe I'm guessing other people because they seem to be doing okay, but their kits are just well, their collections are well thought out. Okay, that's not going back in there, but I'm not worried about that. So photo play, that is the Photo Play Cupid Sweetheart. And then one more collection, and this one's like completely different. So we got a different feel. We've got Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Winter Woods. Now their simple vintage collections, I quite like them. I have been a fan. So we'll see if that holds true with this. Ephemera, we'll look at that in a sec, okay? And then just check out this paper. So Winter Woods. I like this design. Like you've got kind of like this pre-done piece. You can kind of pop a photo, add some words, and you're just like, oh, look, I'm almost done. So that's good. And then, oh, really nice paper on the background. Although This is kind of weird having some vertical print on there. Like you can't read it at all because it's like it's not like legible in any way, shape, or form. But just the idea that it's vertical instead of horizontal, like it should be, it's a little off for my brain. I don't know. Does that bother people? Or is that like a Alice, you're kind of weird and you're overthinking it way too much? Because at least this way, if I'm writing on the page, that's not going to interfere with my writing, I guess. Then we've got some nice stripe paper and some nice brown polka dot paper. I love all the texture that they have in the background. Ooh, check out this wood grain. They've got wood grain, but they also have extra print on it. So you can actually see like snowflakes and stuff on the background. And there's like a little bit of text and words and stuff. That is a very, very pretty piece of wood grain paper. And then super nice on the back side too. So very neutral, like very soft, wintry, I guess, color palette. 2 sheets of some brown cardstock, quicksand cardstock. So this is very nice, more subdued for like wintry stuff. And then we've got the ephemera pack. Ooh, got lots of fun things in here. So there is a quarter pack of their bits and pieces and 3 of the Simple Stories brads. So these are the little brads. They're not actually brads. They're just like sticker brads, right? You don't have to poke them through and put separate the little things. I don't know about you guys, but when I was using brads, like I loved using brads. Like, let me tell you, I use a lot of brads in my day, but sometimes you're trying to pry those little metal bars apart so that you can fold them flat for the backside. And that part of it would go up underneath your fingernail and you're like, death. Like, why did that happen? I'm dying right now. So yeah, that was brads. Yes, but so much better than eyelets, right? Like we all moved from eyelets. Anybody old enough for this stuff? Eyelets. Yeah, pretty colors in this collection. And lots of little pieces here of ephemera to kind of just tuck and layer, right? Build your embellishment cluster kind of on top of it. So super nice. And then there's one more thing to show. Okay. So let's get all of those packed up. So I've got all the little bits. And so the final piece is my add-on embellishment for this kit. And that is this sheet of stickers. So these are their foam stickers from Simple Stories, and it's a half pack. So there would have been another sheet like this that went to somebody else, but super fun. Sharon, there's a tool to prevent injury from brads now. I didn't know that. And Sharon says, when I use brads now, I take the prongs off. And yes, I have hundreds of eyelets. I just couldn't let them go. We should do this. We should do like a retro scrap day and pull out like eyelets and brads and be like, we're going to go old school today. Okay, I love it. I love the texture of these like foam stickers, like the dimension of them. I guess not the texture because like they don't feel flat, but the dimension of them. Okay, well, these are the kits. Pretty fabulous, right? We've got some good things to scrapbook. So probably now we should talk about, Alice, what are you going to scrapbook today? Well, it is a load month, which means that we are scrapbooking a layout a day. We are inspired by our Space Nerds theme. And so I thought I would share our, where did it go? I pulled it up. Is it not here? Well, that's interesting. I had it here and it's missing, but here we go again. Let's put it up there. There we go. So this is our Space Nerds theme of the day. So today is Silly Saturday, which means every Saturday this month we are doing silly space movies or shows. And for today we are drawing our inspiration from Galaxy Quest. which is one of my favorite movies. I seriously love this one. If I had to do a top 10 list, Galaxy Quest is on that top 10 list. That and Willy Wonka and that gets harder because like those two come to mind first. um, so scrapbook about something that you get really nerdy about and where you are their biggest fan. And then for technique, talk about one-liners. Every character has their own saying. Use a quote on your layout today. And I loved our featured designer today because she actually used a quote from the movie, and I was like, that was so fun. I love it so much. So and she'd never seen Galaxy Quest, and she actually went out to watch Galaxy Quest because she got this for her prompt, and she said, oh, it was really good. So I'm like, well, I hope you enjoyed it, but I love it. It's so cheesy and fun. Like that's like, oh, that's totally my thing. So that's what I'm working on today. Some kind of quote on my page and a saying. Now, as we're talking, I'm thinking of something. So I've definitely, I have to use that first pack. I drooled on it. I practically drooled on it when I was doing this stuff, right? So put them on a list for Calvin Ball. Ooh, the eyelets. And Brad, that's a good idea, Deborah. We have that coming up in March. I can't believe it. It's just around the corner. So I'm pulling out this kit. We got to go with this because the nerdy thing that I'm going to scrapbook about today, because I haven't done a page for a while, are my chicky chicks. I just haven't done a chicken page for a while. I found these pictures from the fall when we had them out. You can see all the fall underbrush outside and fallen leaves and stuff. And I was outside hanging out with them. So I thought I would do these cute little chicken pictures, talk about my lazy chickens, and yeah, pretty funny. So that is my plan. I'm scrapbooking chickens again, which is crazy. I have actually been scrapbooking all of our recent trip. I haven't done any pages that have not been on the trip. And I looked at my pictures and I'm like, I don't nerd out about anything from that trip as much as I do my chickens. So we're gonna go with this. And actually I have something else that I should definitely put on my page. Where did it go? Can I find it easy? Oh, good question. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna pull this up, and I actually have a little meme, and I didn't print it, but I saw it last night at the last minute, and I'm like, oh, that has to go on my page. Let's see, we're gonna print it as a 2.5 by 2.5. There we go. So we're gonna print a little meme to throw on here. So I will have to go and grab that from the printer when it's done, but I think you'll laugh. I know I laughed. And I'm like, does it fit on my page? It doesn't matter. It's going. Okay, so I've got ephemera, I've got pictures, I've got these beautiful, beautiful pieces, and we're gonna use this one, right? Like none of these pictures are especially yellow, but you know, with golden chickens and stuff on there, golden hour photos, I think it's gonna happen. So okay, and then might need some layers. Actually, this might be where this paper comes to shine. It could be a very beautiful layer. It'd be hard to cut up those, but it's okay. I'll live, right? I'll live. Okay, let's go to grab that meme. I have to show you. Okay, back. Okay, so here's as you become a crazy chicken lady, people will send you crazy chicken lady memes and other chicken things. So this is the one. People who have their own chickens right now, right? They're living the high life because And of course, this is a thing from Twilight, something else that I've nerded out on before. So let's be real, like this is all kinds of perfect. Um, yeah, so I literally wouldn't watch Twilight, and then my one of my good friends, she made me watch it. She's like, "Alice, you're gonna love it," and she was right. Like when they know, they know, right? So let's get out of here before one of those things kills Guy. Right? Like that there's so many lines in that. When we travel, okay, seriously, when we travel, uh I'm always like the GPS interpreter, right? I've got the Google Maps on my phone, and I'm always the person that's interpreting it for my husband. Oh, at these lights here, at this whatever here, even though the GPS thing tells you turn in 400 meters or whatever. I'm in Canada. And but I'm always like, oh, at this light here, right? So I repeat what the computer says all the time. And when he comments on that, I'm like, I have one job. It's a dumb job, but I'm going to do it. So that's a Galaxy Quest quote for anybody that hasn't had the enjoyment of Galaxy Quest yet. But yeah, seriously, love that movie. Okay, we got there. And by including this meme and the chickens, right? Like I think it allows me to add a little current events into the into the page too. Okay. Why did I make this 2 3/4? Let's make it a nice square. There we go. Okay. Good. I might as well cut these chickens up too. Get the pictures all trimmed. Yeah. So, question. If you've been doing load, don't cut up the chickens. I will confess, like they're real like barnyard chickens. Like we do hand feed them and hand raise them from when they're little. So they are my friends, but they also make me delicious eggs and then later I am fond of chicken soup. let's be real. This the whole chicken life. I guess I need to go to what's that shark movie? Fish are friends, not food. And is that a Nemo? I couldn't remember if it was a Nemo or Shark Tale or like there was all these fish movies that came out at the same time. Yeah, it's in Finding Nemo. Yeah, it's funny because like because they kind of came out at similar times, and then I watched them like it's like pieces of both get like intermingled in my head, and I'm like I don't remember. Yes. But yes, I've been getting quite a few little chicken memes again because of the price of the eggs. And thankfully my girls started getting with the program and laying some eggs for me. So they've stepped back up to the plate, literally breakfast. And then we'll do some eggs again. We'll hatch some little baby chickens because I love doing that. So hopefully this spring I'll have some little baby fluff balls to adore. Okay, so let's see. I got 4 pictures. I don't want to cover too much of this. But I have these fabulous chickens. I think if I lay them out something like that might be good. Yes. We actually had one of our chickens get all clucky last year, and she sat on some eggs and she had a little baby chickie, and it was like the cutest thing ever watching the little baby chick run after her mama. And so now he's the rooster that we kept all winter, was her little baby. Okay, so this is something like I'm thinking of here. I think we're gonna grab my X-Acto knife so that I think I'll do like a little grouping of 4 like this. I kind of like this window pane effect almost. I think we'll layer a piece in behind this, but I'm going to grab my X-Acto knife and the mat because we're going to cut these little pieces, and depending on how this looks when I mat it, I might have to cut some of this, and we'll just layer some of that over top. And I love that effect so many times. I've probably showed you before because I'm obsessed with it and I love it. So okay. The mat is here and the blade is here too. So there we go. And I'm going to want to cut this. So, but I'm going to just cut around this butterfly first because I know that I'm going to end up layering there. And so, are you scrapbooking something that you nerd out about? and if so, what is it? Tell us. Feel free if you want to like turn your mic on and be like, today I'm scrapbooking about this. So fun. Because then later maybe like we can have show and tell. So then I'll just pop that up. Now when I put my pictures in, they'll be like just slightly overlapped by that. I just love that so much. Okay, now I said this paper would be a challenge for me to use, right? Because it's just a lot. But I think that by putting them matted on here, look how cool that would be for a little peekaboo window background. I think I'm in. So it's either that or on this red gingham. Maybe the red gingham would be better. No, I think the red gingham will draw away from my red flowers and butterflies and stuff too much. So I think we'll stay with the green. Double mad, right? Yeah. Let's see. Elizabeth says we have Mike the Headless Chicken Day here. A chicken's head was cut off, but he lived, so they took him on tour for years. Just put food down the neck. What? That can't even be real. Like, what? Oh my gosh. And Beth says, I think the only thing I nerd out about is scrapbooking. Well, that's okay. So one thing that I want to consider when I chop up like such beautiful paper, let me just tell you before I do this. This is gorgeous, right? Like look at how pretty this paper is. Now, one thing that even if I don't get to use this whole paper as is, see, this could actually be beautiful too to bring more yellow in. Right, if I did that corner. So that's what I'm actually thinking about right now is what part of the paper would be cool if I saved it, because another thing you can do when these papers have like a double design like this is, or like a single-sided design, like yeah, not like that one, but any of the single-sided ones, is when you cut them in half, you can like layer half and you can actually kind of spread this. So if you're doing a 2-page spread, something that I think is pretty awesome is to cut one of these sheets in half and spread them apart with your other paper in the middle. Yeah, Sharon, she's like, yes. So anybody that's like a double pager, then this kind of stuff can be a really good way to kind of like bookend your page, like your whole layout so that it all works together. So I'm actually just going to cut this into 6-inch. I have a new blade on here, but I shredded the top of that for some reason. Okay, so I'm gonna put that one aside. I might, no, this fellow is yellow, so I don't need yellow on yellow. I think, yeah, we're just gonna go with this. Oh, this one had more green. Yes, this is the one. Okay. So we're gonna go with that right here. Why did it shred? I literally put a new blade on 2 days ago, and I've done lots of scrapbooking, but not that much. And he says, I'm currently printing some Goblin Valley pictures because the movie Galaxy Quest was filmed there, and we reenacted a bunch of the scenes while we were there. I'm going to get them on a layout for today. That is amazing. Galaxy Quest. Oh, it's just so funny. Like, they totally make fun of all the things, but it's done with like so much love that you're like, yeah, that's totally cool. Make fun of that. You don't feel like, wow, that's rude. Like, I don't know about you guys. Like, I can't stand roasts when they do roasts. I'm like, no, that's like they cross the line. It's just like, it's like, now you're just being mean. Whereas like, Galaxy Quest is like nerds for nerds, man. It's like, it's all in. Okay, so let's mount this up. How's that look? Like that much? A little bit more. If I need to, I can trim it more. Okay, and we'll cut this down on this other side. Maybe I should stick these down first. I'm having a hard time putting them exactly where I want them. Maybe if I set them down, that would help. So I had a whole basket full of adhesive, and I have been blowing through it like crazy. Apparently, it was like I started an adhesive and then it got set down, so it ended up in the basket, but I'd started another adhesive and it ended up in the basket. So I have a basket full of half full adhesives, and I've been blowing through this load. I'm like, I might have to order more adhesive. And I thought I had a whole basket full. I thought it was good. Wow. But it's good, right? Eventually you should, get new supplies or restock or something, right? Although I should save that whole basket and just be like, collect all the points for finishing things up, right? When I get to Calvin Ball, right? Look at Sharon. She's like, yes. My accidental way of getting more Calvin Ball points for next month. I will start all the layouts this month, and each layout I'll start a new new tape runner so that I have all these tape runners to finish up next month. So funny. So this has been great. And oh, I hear my son is up in the kitchen. Didn't see him yet this morning. I can hear him. Brilliance, cheating, such a fine line. Michelle says, I always love it when I finish a tape runner. It makes me feel like I'm making progress, right? That's the one thing I love about Load is like, because when I do the whole stack of layouts for the month at the end of the month, when I actually look at that stack and it's like, this is amazing. Look at all the pages I made. I was so productive. Look at all the scrapbooking I did. Okay, so here we go. Have I done pages exactly like this before? Probably, but I don't care. I love it. Okay, so nice. Okay, and my own chicken thing. And oh, am I gonna have enough room for journaling? I have a little bit to say because this really talks about current events. So I think what I'll do is I am going to make this into a pocket space behind here so that I can put a tag in the top, right? And then I get to make a tag, so that'll be cute. But good to think about it now, because I'm like, I can fit a title here and I could put like a couple words here, but like realistically, that's not going to be enough room to journal anything significant. So I definitely need to do that. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys at the top of the hour, we do have a draw today. So we will have a draw. We will have a draw for a free kit. So if you've liked these kits that I'm working on and you're like, oh, that is so nice, you could get a free one because we will be doing a draw today for a kit from the Scrap Room. You'll get a flavors of the month kit from them. So nice. Doesn't include the add-on embellishments, but I'll tell you all about that when we draw it. Usually when I kind of somewhat finish up this page, that's when we'll move on. And he says, yeah, we're super dorks. We went to Goblin Valley because it's a really fun place to camp. The reenacting the scenes is just a secondary benefit. So that'll be like the place where they had like the Rockman scenes and stuff like that, I'm guessing, like with the weird rock formations and stuff. I'm guessing that that's what it would look like. Oh, Michelle, I'll just let you know that your message was going straight to me, not to everyone. If you click to everyone, then everyone will be able to see it as well. So yeah, that's the exact scene. Oh, so fun. Okay, so let's make this into a pocket and stick it down, and then I can start, ooh, maybe I'll use this. Look at my ephemera stuff here. We got this little piece. Now, it wouldn't go in the other way, but I can use it vertical. That's like, there's no rule against that, right? Oh, and that would be perfect. Okay. Yep. Okay. So as long as that goes, and then let's see. So I could pop this up a little bit to give my pocket a little more space, but I don't think I'll need it. And this card is quite firm, so I think it such thick paper. I love it. Love working with that thick paper. Okay, let me dump out these other things where we belong at my house with my chicky chicks. And we've got other fun pieces. I'm just looking for something that I might use as a tag for on top of here, like a little pull. I might use this. That actually would work too. Family memories. A little cheeky. There's like a little tabby thing. Simply the best ever. We got some tags. There's some tickets. Madam Bloomer's Egg Saver. What does it say on it? Bloomeroy, 25 to 50 cents per dozen, cost $1 to $2. Oh no, it says 25. No, it says 25 to 50 cents per dozen, cost $1 to $2. Value 48 eggs, cost 25 cents. A vegetable food product. Anyways, if interesting ephemera here. And there's a cute little thing. Happy moment. I don't quite understand how this. Oh, I think this comes right out. Or not. It could stay in. It says like put something in here and like frame it. I don't know. Okay. Sometimes you look at something, you're like, what's the point? The egg tag reinforces your meme, the price of eggs, right? It's like, it's it's like it was made for my page. The egg saver. Okay. It's just like figuring out how to make everything fit. It feels like it should go on top, but then it's gonna like cut something off. Okay, let's start putting this together. I feel like I've got too many moving pieces right now. And the family memories, that was kind of a joke. I really liked this in the middle right here. And so I think I'm gonna need something different on the top of there. Oh, is that too big to put up there? It doesn't quite feel right on the top of that. I was going to attach that. Little ticket puller. Okay, moving things around, adjusting things, like fiddling. Oh my gosh, is that like 90% of our job as scrapbookers? Is just fiddling around with stuff until it fits right. And you're like, oh, I found that magic little bit. Got to update those prices, right? Yeah. Yes, we're back to getting plenty of eggs again. I have a dozen hens, so really, like through the winter, normally that's about 5 to 6 eggs a day, but not this winter. Like we were down to 1 to 2 a day, and I was like, you guys are slacking. Like that's some serious slacking there. Make sure that I do the bottom. Okay, good. I'm just gonna bend this just a little bit so that there's like almost a little extra little, just a little extra space in that top of that pocket. When you're trying to put that tag back in there and it actually goes in, I'll be happy later. Okay. I'm gonna top load it quite a bit because I think leaving more space down here for that and then the embellishments is a better idea. And let's see if I can make it somewhat straightish. Or I stick that down because it'll be stuck then. Okay. So I've got like just like a little tiny hint of a little gap in the top there. That'll make it easier to pop the stuff in. Okay. Okay, we'll see how that fits. I don't know about this. Need a little bit of, I'm a little chicken back. I think that guy can go in the background. That's fine, right? That's better. Okay. I might want to incorporate a little bit of red flower down here too. I'm gonna pop that in the middle. Let's grab my pop-up tape. My scissors, like this pop-up tape, I've been hating it so much. Maybe punch a hole in the tag and use twine for a bowl, right? Twine would be a really good one, right? It'll feel very on point for a chicken page. Although my aristocratic chickens, I look at all the crazy stuff that we've set up for like in their little chicken runs, and I'm like, but it's all good. Where we belong. Hanging with my chickens. Perfect. Okay, I think I'm going to take this tag. I don't know that I would do it vertical. I could and just like fold it over, right? Actually, that looks pretty great. That looks pretty good. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Make this little thing just like a little pull for it. Perfect. Sometimes it just works, right? I like the twine idea. So, okay, so anybody else? Scrapbook and load? Anything else that you're nerding out about? Or are you doing a little What was the other part of our prompt today? Was it okay, something you nerd out about? And what was the technique part? Let's see, one-liners. Oh, a quote. Well, I don't know if this is a quote, but I think with them having a movie reference, I'm kind of like beside it all, right? Like it's close enough that it feels like it fits. I'll be a little prompt adjacent with that, right? Okay, now let's see, how much did I want it to be attached onto the top here? Okay, let's call that good. There. So now I have room for extra. Oh, it's nice. Okay, I like it. Oh, it could have potentially disappeared in there because I didn't put a stopper in the bottom. I usually do. I didn't measure it, but I think it'll be okay. I don't think it's going to just fall down into there. There we go. I just have a little bit of bread tucked in there. Little bread tickets or something. And then I need title. Get a little piece stuck on. There we go. That'll go over there. Okay, I think this page is like coming together. I didn't expect to get this much scrapbook so fast. You guys have no idea how long my pages have been taking lately. Way too long, let me tell you. Let me tell you, way too long. Okay, and then I didn't use any of those beautiful die cut flowers, but I'm gonna have this stuck in here. I like that actually. I don't, I need a round thing, a floral, but not a sunflower on this page. I think one of these. I'm stealing yellow flower. Yeah. So I brought enough red over here, so I think that we just need that. Okay, let's add the bits on. I'm gonna stick it down. I'm gonna call it like good. We're so close. Oh, finished. I told you they're all like almost finished. I have to hope that I've got more in the basket. Okay, this is a new one in the basket, so I know this one should actually work. Jeepers. And like, I don't say, I think I'm like the most, oh, please work. Oh, there, it's coming. I don't think I go crazy like in my usage of stuff. This is not rolling. There we go. Just had to get it started. Okay, so little Twilight reference and reference to current events. Let's fold up my flower edges a little bit. Where did that crazy pop tape go? My scissors, I still like, I've glue gone them. Actually, Joe was up here and he's like, Mom, you need me to go get that stuff? And I'm like, yes. He cleaned my scissors for me. But like 5 minutes later, I'm using it for more of this foam tape and it's like all gummed up again. So okay, let's that there, and yeah, I'll do that vertical. I think that's cute better. And there we go. Things started. Little thing, and I think I'm gonna use liquid adhesive for this. Katie, she says it takes me so long to scrapbook one page. I'm impressed with your quick pages. I think I'm better when I'm talking to people, actually. I don't obsess as much over the pages. I'm like, yeah, that looks good. Move on. Next. Don't sit here all day, Alice. That would be boring. Come on, get on with it. Figure it out. And so I'm like forced to like act a little bit faster, and then I actually get things done. There. Let's cover that up a little less. So then I have this little fun chicken going in there, and I'll throw the chicken onto, let's hold that down for a second. A pop-up dot. So, or the more of the sticky foam tape. And when this stuff is gone, I will be finding a different replacement. I like being able to cut my own like strips, right? Like I like that part because I like being in control of how big of a piece I want. So I actually like using it more than the little squares, but okay. How'd the glue go? It's getting on everything because, you know, that is how it goes. Okay, let's get this on here. Yeah, load has helped me get it done, but it still takes too long. I'll tell you, the first time I signed up for Load, because I did not come up with the Load concept, I didn't create the Scrap Happy group. I took over from Lane Heyman years ago. And when I took over, well, actually before I took over, oh, does somebody have their little ones? Here, I'm gonna.
Mommy's sleeping.
I'll just pop you on mute. I don't think you meant to be on audio right now. But yeah, first time I took a load challenge, I signed up on Women. I'm like, well, I definitely won't be able to do a scrapbook page every day. Like, who can do that? It was so beyond the scope of anything that I've ever done that it was just like, I didn't even think that that was like a real thing. Load is the layout at day challenge that we do within the Scrap Happy membership. Thanks, Marcy. And yeah, it's so much fun. We just have the best time with it. And I'm reading the word the best. Okay, put it down, Alice. It's beautiful. Just let it go. Ooh, but we're gonna add this little leaf along the side here, I think. But yeah, we do this load challenge in February and in May, and then again in October, where we scrapbook a layout a day for a whole month. And always with a fun theme. So it's good. Marcy says, I've never quite been brave enough to try it. I'd be lucky to manage a layout layout a month, I'm guessing. That's funny. Yeah, I didn't think that I could do it. I signed up totally like expecting it to fail, and then I didn't fail, and I actually did the whole thing, and I loved it. Like, it was just something about the prompts. It helped me find better stories because I always struggled with my storytelling, and then that month I didn't. And just, yeah, it was really good for me. And then when it was like, it unlocked the key. I'm like, oh, if I start with like this story prompt, I can actually make these pages. And there we go. Just tuck that right in there. See, that's so pretty. I tried it the other way, but it was like bent the wrong way. yeah, it's been really fun to do. And I always make like our little daily videos and talk about different parts of whatever our daily theme is. So it gets a little crazy and fun. Oh, there's some cute butterflies on here. I wonder if I need any more. There is that butterfly up here. If he had a buddy that was popped up, right? That might be good. Okay, so adding some finishing touches. I won't do my journaling right now because that would be boring. But yeah, do you try to pick a time each day? Um, Beth says you don't have to do it every day. Plus, it's fun to see what everyone creates, even if you didn't make a page that day. Even if you get 10 pages done in a month, it's pretty good. That's exactly what I thought when I went into my first load, is like, maybe I'll do a few pages. There's no way I'll do a whole month, but even if I do a few of them, just imagine that'll be way more than what I normally make in a month. And that first load, I did all of it. And I haven't done every single load since then. I create them. I've created most of them, but I don't necessarily always get the pages all scrapbooked for them. I try to, but as with every other human, some stuff eventually does get in the way from time to time. But I really noticed that even when I don't finish all the days, like I never feel like I've lost. Like I always feel like, not that you can lose, but like I don't feel like I have failed, because getting the pages that I've done, they're good pages. They're good pages. Marcy says, is it worth trying to jump into this load? So we've closed like load for actual registration. The only way now is to come in as a member. And then if you join as a member, you get access to a year. So you'll get 3 of them. So, that's up to you. Our membership is the lowest one, I think, in the industry. I've kept it so as affordable as possible. I keep getting trouble for that from different people, but I'm like, I want people to be able to play. That's what's important to me. Okay, am I missing anything anywhere other than a title? Title's gonna go here. I gotta have, I think, red letters, right? The red letters. I could do green. Green would be okay. I do know that I do have green. I'm a little worried I don't have red. I'm trying to think. I'll tell you guys, I use these Simple Stories letters a lot. They're color vibe foam letters. Those are some of my favorites. Like, so good. Debbie says it's worth joining. I love it, but am I biased? 100%. 100%. But our membership is $119 a year, so it's try to make it very affordable. When you buy just a load without coupons, like, because we only do early bird coupons for load, then it's $65 just for a single load challenge. So yeah, okay, well, this looks pretty good. I'm gonna see if I can find some letters for a title. But so put on your thinking hats, because I'm terrible at titles. So if you have a good idea for a chicken title, I'm all ears. They're probably there in the pile on my desk of unput away things. Okay, I don't know if I have the green ones here that I was hoping to find. I found some different green ones where I thought the color tones would work. Tick, tick, tick. They said I was crazy. Exactly, right? They said I was crazy. Okay, well, I might need some other small letters here. So let's see what else I've got. I do have these little tiny white ones. It does show up on good enough on here. Oh, and I've got these little tiny red ones. Those would show up. Okay, so then I can do the word crazy, and I can do like the other words with these little red ones. I think I have an extra set just in case I run out. I could excellent investment. Oh, dang it. Who's crazy now? I love it. I love the crazy kids of the stuff. Excellent investment. Okay, I'm gonna write that on the sheet. That's gonna go on here, kind of like in my, I don't know, like a little side journaling or something like that. I knew you guys would come to the table and like bring it. Egg. And I should know all of the things because, like, seriously, I should know all of the chicken things. I have seen them all. But thinking like this on the fly, they're egging me on. Who's crazy now? They said I was crazy. So not such a crazy chicken lady anymore. Oh, that's a good first line for my journaling. Anymore. Okay, so we've got all the words we need, and that way I can do the journaling, but that's gonna be my first line. You guys are so good. I love it. Okay, so let's check this out. I've got to have the letters for crazy. C, A, R. Ooh, there's one R. There's a Z and a Y. Okay, we're good. So we're good. We're good. Now I've got a Britney Spears song stuck in my head. She has a song named Crazy. As why'd the chicken cross the road to get to the scrapbook store? Right? It's in the summer we free range our chickens, and like actual free range where they're allowed to like roam around all over the yard. So I am once in a while nature does take its toll and we lose a chicken here or there, and it's always horrible, but we just really love letting them go and be like wild chickens running around in the yard. They're so happy because, we've got a good run for them so that they can have a protected area, but it's not enough. Like you would have to make like the most giant run area and make sure that it's like covered from predators and everything. But we have a protected area for them, but we let them run around wild all day, and then they're locked up safe at night so that nothing can like sneak attack them. So what are they said I was crazy, or who's crazy now? I'm going to find they said I was crazy. Okay, so that looks good. And I'm going to put those letters right there. Perfect. Yeah, but I think for me, like letting them go and run around, because like we haven't had too many incidents, but it just feels nice to let them go, like, and run around and be like little wild chickens. Oh, this takes a little bit. Okay. Get these little letters on here, and then we'll be able to dive in. And after we do the draw, I'll show you guys the pages I've made so far for load. And like, I'm so impressed. Like, I don't know. I hope every person looks at their pages that you make when you make scrapbook pages and goes and say to yourself, this is awesome. Because I've been saying that all month. And like, it's almost, it feels weird to say that, right? Like, how often do we give ourselves the credit that we deserve for when we do great things? Like, sometimes we do great things and it's hard to give ourselves credit, but man, like, I did good. Oh, I've lost my, oh, what did I do? How did I lose it? I don't see it on my hands. I had an A there just a moment ago. Is it sticking on something else? What did I do? There's video evidence. I'd have to back it up. Okay, moving on. It'll turn up on something else, probably stuck on my photo somewhere. They said, okay, don't be a pain, little letters. First time I used them, they went on just so nice. They're gonna be nice today too, I promise. They're promising me. Like, the letter just disappeared. If somebody sees it on my screen, like Easter egg hunt, five points for Gryffindor. No, no idea. Let's start. Yes. Okay. Did you check your shirt? Right? It'll totally be lost in there. It's covered in all the little hearts. Uh, and you should like check my elbow, right? Like check the back of my arm. Is it on the back of my arm? I'll probably find it later. It'll be stuck in my hair or something crazy. Okay. And so these little letters that I'm applying right now are from Heidi Swap shop. And they had them on sale in their shop there right after Christmas. And I thought, well, they're either going to be good or they're going to be horrible. It really could go either way. Lots of times I don't like dealing with little letters that much, but because these ones actually have they're a little thick and they're quite firm, they're not so bad. If they were like really soft, sometimes it's hard to get them to go where you want them to. And yeah, these ones seem to be okay because they're quite sturdy. Okay, how straight is that? Straight-ish. Okay. Oh, now the E's trying to get away on me. If I have to, I can glue them a little bit too, but I was hoping I wouldn't have to do that. Where's my T-square ruler? It's usually right here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. There we go. Okay. Very cute. Okay. They're applied. Now if they stick, we'll be good. If they stay stuck. Oh, they said I was crazy. I don't especially love my layout of those letters. I thought these ones going to be more over. I should have spaced them more, but it's gonna be good. It's called done. That's what we're going with. It's called done. Okay. Bad at showing. So here we go. We've got the chickens. We've got my little pull-out piece so that I can journal on that. We've got some little cut into the background butterflies, and then this one's popped up. We've got like the little framed window onto that green paper with all the words that looked like, what would I ever do with that paper? That's what you do with that. Or I guess that's what I'm doing with that today. And then we've got my little meme down in the corner with my little chicken. And we've got the little piece of ephemera that was just too perfect to not use, and little pieces in there. So I think that's pretty good. I think it's really pretty, and it has lots of stuff on it that totally fits with what I'm doing. And I don't see, like, you guys didn't see that extra little A sitting on top of something, right? So it disappeared for now. Okay. So that means it's time that we can do our draw. So let me come back to this right here. And I'm going to bring up the random number generator on my phone. And oh, what was I shopping for? Like, you open this up on your phone and you're like, oh yeah, I was buying things. It was the 9th the other day, and I was looking at the new releases from Concord and 9th because they always come out on the 9th. Okay, random number generator. Okay, let's have a look. How many people we got here? 34 right now. Let's open that up. And one of them is me. So out of 33, let's take a look. We're going to hit generate right here. 24. Okay. One, 22, 23, 24. Marcy Hopkins, congratulations, you are our winner, Marcy. You will receive this. I need you to email me. Let me write this down. I'll put on my paper. Marcy, you will get the kits, the winner of the kits. So I know she was here. I saw her commenting. Let's put this in here. You can send me your information and I will pass you on to the scrap room. There we go. Right, Donna says this turned out fantastic. You really used the 49th Market background paper to the best advantage. Right, I got to like enjoy it. I almost want to like pop stuff up on here, but like don't mess with a good thing, right? It's beautiful. Oh, Debbie says, oh my husband just turned on a movie to watch, Star Wars. I love it. He's playing along with load, isn't he? So let's talk about load for a little bit, and then we'll see if I have it in me to create another page. I've got those beautiful kits. Like I could even make another one with the leftovers here. I've got so much leftovers from this one, so it's easy to make 2 pages. But you guys want to see what I've been making this month? Like it's been so good. So I should pack up my stuff. I'm so bad about not wanting to clean up. Okay. Yeah. I'm like, why are things flying off here? I get it. I know. We're good. Okay. So we started this month doing our load, and our first day was about the Millennium Falcon. And the Millennium Falcon one was about, we talked about it being the fastest ship in the galaxy and how it made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. And then we talked about parsecs. but anyways, we talked about scrapbooking, an activity that happens quickly in your day or in your life. And we also talked about Star Wars Lego because that's such a thing. They've had 13 different Millennium Falcon released over the years. And yeah, so we talked about using color blocking on our pages. So let me go back to I'm like so bad at this. I had it all set up, but now I'm not. Okay, so this is my first page that I did, and this one it was my one inspired by this. Why is it so crooked? Okay. Apparently my camera's crooked on my desk. Oh, Sharon just lost an A and an I, right? So this one was inspired by the Millennium Falcon, that something that happens quickly in your life. We recently just went on a cruise, and on the cruise I went and did a hugging a sloth adventure where I got to go and hug a sloth. So that is me hugging a sloth, like magic. How cool is that? So for the color blocking technique, I kind of made my heart with the color blocking. You can barely see the yellow. It was there. It was there. There was yellow. But anyways, I did color blocking the background. The color blocking matches my cute dress, which brings it all together. And then I used the fun like woodland paper from an old Chamel kit. So super fun. Our next day we were talking about home away from home. We talked about different home away from home movies. And Marcy says, I made my daughter come look at the sloth. It's her spirit animal, right? So nice. Oh, it could be on my shirt near the bottom of my hair. I thought it might end up in my hair. Oh, you're a detective. You totally found it. Yes, we found the missing A. It was stuck to me. I am not shocked. That up there, hilarious. But yeah, so our next day we were talking about home away from home. So we talked about E.T., we talked about Superman, we talked about Elf, and we talked about how they found new families, kind of, and they found their home away from home. And so we talked about scrapbooking someone in your family, maybe you being away from home. And so I made this page to talk about our home for a week, which was the cruise ship. And it said, pick one, use Reese's Pieces candy colors from E.T., or red and blue from Superman, or a cat from Elf. And so I made this one with kind of the red and yellow and blue colors, with obviously with green, but it felt like, you know, I was using that as well. And with the prompts, like, you don't have to use the prompts. The prompts are just there to inspire you. If you use them, great. If you don't, sometimes it happens, right? Could have gone for red and silver from work, right? There are so many good things that we had to leave on the cutting floor for this month. It killed me, which is why we had the theme days, like the aliens on Earth Day. The flowers, so cute. Our next day was about the Jetsons. So we talked about technology and what kinds of technology make your life easier. And then we were supposed to use technology and do something that's a little more techie than usual. I did not do anything techie on this page. I was going to, but then I did not. So this, I was showcasing the little, if you look at our little watch straps, we're using like medallions from our Princess Cruise, and they help you find each other on the ship, and they let you access your room, and they let you access all the tech. So like all of the, you pay for things, and yeah, it's very convenient. So I was talking about that and how they interacted with the little screens in the ship too. Our next day was Men in Black. And we talked about the scene where Agent K says, my granddaddy always said, if you got a problem you can't solve, pie helps get it out of your head. And so we scrapbook about a piece of advice that you received or that you give, and hide something in plain sight on your page, because the aliens hide in plain sight. Like, so fun, right? But such a fun prompt. Aw, love it. So yeah, I did this one inspired by Men in Black. And so advice, my husband's advice to my kids, because this was their first cruise, was to eat all the good things, like, and don't be worried about ordering more things off the menu. So when we sat down at dinner on our last night, Ryan had 1, 2, 3, 4 entrees, plus he had an appetizer. He did not eat dessert. He doesn't eat dessert, but he did have all of those. It was crazy. So yeah, Marcy, she's all excited that she won. It was me. Yes, it's you. You won the prize. So send me the email. Did you see my email in there? I popped my email in there so you could send me an email and claim your prize so that we can get that sent off to the scrap room. They will ship it right away. As long as I have your info and can get it sent right away, then they will ship it right away. They're so good. Okay, so yeah, I talked about eating all the things, and to hide something in plain sight on my page, I kind of hid the words here about like what the different meals were, like what they were actually eating. So they're kind of hidden on the side, but they're there. And I thought that was good, right? So you can kind of see, like, here he's having this special meatloaf thing, and here he's having the lamb dinner, here he's having the prime rib dinner, and here he's having the chicken dinner. He ate those all on the same night, y'all, to be a 22-year-old boy, right? Yeah. The one night he loved the lamb dinner that he'd had, and so he was like, can I get another one? But my husband recommended that they do that, and they did. Already sent it. No grass growing under my feet. Perfect. Yeah, Rochelle, she's like, so good. She's like, Ellis, you didn't send me a winner for this. I'm like, sometimes I don't get them right away, but I do try to follow up. So I try to make sure I know who's won. Yeah, the circles is so fun, right? Just, and so simple, like just a simple design. Yeah, so this one here was inspired by Doctor Who. Okay, y'all know how many questions I had asked about whether we would be doing Doctor Who during this load. So many questions. And I'm like, I've never watched Doctor Who. So I'm like, once I started getting these questions, I'm like, okay, well, I have to make sure I don't do a bad job. So I actually talked to my friend April, because they do Doctor Who. Like, I needed to talk to somebody that knew Doctor Who so that I didn't make a big mess of it. I'm like, I can't do Doctor Who badly. But we talked about the TARDIS, and we talked about how everyone always says that it's bigger on the inside. And so we scrapbooked about something that was a bigger event, activity, place, or deal than you expected it to be. I'm like, that is such a good prompt. Oh my gosh. And then for this one, it was the TARDIS takes the shape of a blue police box. However, blue police boxes are mostly discontinued. So use a discontinued item on your page. And so this was my page inspired by this. And we did this ziplining adventure, and it kind of didn't start off as a ziplining adventure. Then we went and did the ziplining. So everything changed. And so it just really fit. And I love how this page came together. I just found this like blue watercolor paper from Lawn Fawn, and then I had this lush green paper. This is from Island Papery, which is on the island of Maui. There's a scrapbook store there, and they do their own custom papers and stuff. So this paper was actually from there. And so I had used that and just did the little simple zips and put my journaling in it. Like, I just love how it came together. I felt so creative. Oh, Marcy says that her daughter's costume wardrobe, her TARDIS is set up directly behind her chair. Okay, well, we have to go and see Marcy's chair. Let me see. Where is she at? Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna put you up on the spotlight. We gotta replace the spotlight so we can see. You have a TARDIS in the background. So Like, we were not going to fail on the TARDIS. That was very important. Once I saw how important that was, I was like, okay, we got to do a good job of this. We have to make sure that we do Doctor Who. And so hopefully I didn't do a horrible job, but like, there's what, over 40 years of Doctor Who, so I was a little intimidated, I will tell you. It was like the longest running show or something like that. Sci-fi show, longest running sci-fi show. Yeah. So if this was Clubhouse, I'd oh yeah. I know, to refresh the scrapbook page where I assembled the wardrobe titled "Every Girl Needs a TARDIS." Right? Closets. We should always walk into a closet and be like, this is bigger than I thought. It does not seem to work that way. Our next day, we were inspired by The Martian. I'll put that on my top 10 list of movies. Like, there's a few that came up this month, but The Martian is on my top 10 list. And so this one was inspired by The Martians. And since the astronauts could only take a few personal possessions with them to Mars, they had to scrapbook about something valuable to you. And then Watney improvising communication method to talk to Earth, improvise the creation of your title on your page. Try not to use something predictable like stickers. You know, so if it's just something that you always do, then try something else. So I did this page and I used die cuts to cut my title, which I think is okay. I'm not fully in love with it, but I love like the design of the page. And we talked about the things most valuable to me, which was getting to spend time with my family. Did you enjoy it, Beth? I love that movie. And okay, I'll tell you, as long as you don't mind cursing, the audiobook is fantastic. There's a lot of cursing, but oh my gosh, it's fantastic. The audiobook is so good. I was very impressed with the audiobook for that one. But yeah, I love the movie. I thought they did a good job. Like, you know, books to movie, always a challenge, but I thought they did a good job. And, you know, Matt Damon. So there's that. And then let's see, day 7 was the Star Trek. Was our first Star Trek day. So each day of the week is a theme. So on Tuesdays, it's our Trekkie days. So that was our first Star Trek day. And so we talked about the Enterprise. And we looked at the design of the Enterprise, and we talked about the transporters and, you know, the whole beam me up Scotty. So many misquotes of space movies, like seriously, in space shows. So funny. And scrapbook about a travel adventure. So pretty simple travel adventure. I wish we had like transporters to teleport me somewhere quickly. Use an interactive element on your layout. So this one it actually has 4 little flips that will go onto my page protector when I put it into my page protector book. And yeah, so then I've got all these photos, and this was us on a travel adventure swimming with dolphins, which was amazing and so much fun. So it was cool because they got to push you on a boogie board. They push you on your foot, and you just like went so fast. It was incredible. And they got to pull you. So the dolphin's actually kind of upside down here, and I'm holding onto its fins, which was awesome. And you got to pose for your little pictures with them. So I tried to showcase like a little something different from all of us. And then I've got everybody's like action shots included on here too, so that I could fit all the fun stuff. So that was kind of fun. And then for day number 8, this page looks so different. I can't wait to show you. For day number 8 was our Star Wars day, our second Star Wars day. So we talked about Darth Vader. And so we talked about the whole, no, I am your father, not Luke, I am your father, the big epic misquote. It's like one of the most misquoted lines ever. But yeah, we talked about that, scrapbooking a misunderstanding or something misremembered, and then use black on your layout as a major design element. So I talked about a misunderstanding and how my son thought the ceviche was going to have like the raw shrimp in it, and he was like, nope. But then when he found out it didn't, he was like all disappointed that he hadn't done ceviche. But yeah, and then after playing with interactive elements on one page, I'm like, let's do more. So I was able to fit in some more photos onto the page by doing some little flaps, which was fun. And does this page not look like I'm at a Mexican cooking class? I'm like, nailed it. It looks like so on point. I just loved it. I've had this paper in my stash for a while. It is from the Crafty Chica. I had met her at Creativation one year, and then when I saw she came out with a paper collection that she had produced, I was like, I'm in. I need some cool, like, yeah, some cool papers. And she had stamps and dies and all this stuff, and a little bit of Spanish language in some of the dies and stuff. So it was just perfect. I didn't end up using the stamps on here, but I just loved the feel of the papers. It was perfect for what I needed. And then we were back to one of our theme days. We talked about end of the world films, and there are so many end of the world spacey kind of alien films. I'm like, I will never fit them all in, but I will mention some highlights of a few. And so we talked about let's see, Independence Day, Interstellar, Armageddon, Deep Impact, Starship Troopers, War of the Worlds, Titan AE, Signs, Edge of Tomorrow, and Mars Attacks, or at least we made references to them. Anyways, so this day was we talked about the epic inspiration speech, because there's always that moment in the shows where you have that epic moment, and you have the guy that inspires the team or inspires all the people, or it's the president's speech from Independence Day. Like, that's kind of like the epic one that I think of, like similar to Braveheart, but we're talking sci-fi here. So like, you got to have that moment. And so we were scrapbooking something that inspires you. And in order to save the world, there's always a prepare to save the world montage, and with a great soundtrack, because there's always, right, like, here's the astronauts, like, think of Armageddon when they're getting all of the guys ready to go up into space, the oil drillers or the miners guys, like, let's put them in space, so we got to get them ready, so they got to spin around in the spinny thing, and they got to do all this work. So yeah, it's just hilarious. So I just thinking of the montage, and so it said to use like a multi photos, and then I did not. So, but I love it because I talked about sunrises, and I might have confessed that I'm not a morning person, here before, and this is the sunrise, you guys. This is not a sunset. This is a sunrise. But on holiday and in winter here, I actually get to see some sunrises. So it's pretty good. And yeah, it was fun. I had all these little stamps that I stamped around the edges, and yeah, I just love the pieces. So lots of good stuff. And then let's see here. Oh, our last one from yesterday was inspired by the movie WALL-E. And we talked about the little robot with personality. So we had to scrapbook our personality and maybe something that's changed over time. You said to use yellow and gray, which I obviously did not do, but I came across this fun idea as I was looking for personality stuff. And I had all of these little images of these cute little girls. These are stamps from Ink Road Stamps. She produces like one of these little girl ones, I think every month, maybe, or maybe if she's still doing that. But yeah, anyways, just a little bit of watercolor in the background. But I talked about how I'm a bit of a bag lady. I'm always packing a bag full of all the things. I gotta be prepared for all the things. So yes, I'm the bag lady. I always gotta have a bag. And the worst part is I forget my bags when I go to the grocery store. Like, how can you be a bag lady and forget your bags at the grocery store? So like, that had to go in the story, but really fun. So that's where I'm at until now. where I can add this one to the pile. Woohoo! My chicken one. So I've still got some journaling to do here. But one of the things that I love is that during load, because we're doing the pages, like, and I want to get my stories done to be like saying, well, my page is done here. Let me like this is me submitting my page. I get my journaling done all month long. It's amazing because I can't just be like, yeah, I'll totally do that later. But yeah, it's been a good month so far. You can see I've had some fun days. I feel like my pages are fun and creative and playful. I'm getting to scrapbook my holiday that we went on. The pages look so different. It's because I use A-sides a lot. Those A-sides, especially if you're going, actually, I did use a few paper lines consistently. So this page here is from Heidi Swap's Sun Chaser collection. This is my only one with this one. But yeah, I like to play. Part of that is like play. You will see on my pages that when I have a single photo, chances are it's always on the side. Sometimes it'll be depending on the orientation, but that's my preferred side to put a single photo. But I love I love playing with stuff, and design is just one of the fun things that we have. See this one? Because of the way I'm angled in, it had to go on that side. Oh, there's one on the other side. So I do some. Oh, there you go. I thought that I did them all on the other side, seriously. Gail says one of the things I love about load is that I'm forced to do journaling and not put it off. The story of my life, right? I totally get it. So that is where I'm at for today. Does anybody have any show and tell that you would like to do? If you would like, if you've made a page, even if you've made a page this week or something with load and you're like, I have to show you this one was so good. Like, it's totally good. If you've made something today or you've made something like recently that you'd like to showcase, please remember that this will be on my YouTube channels. That is a public YouTube channel for the recording, and yeah, they get posted there. And of course, I make it put into our Scrap Happy membership for members to find easily too. Yeah, but if you'd like to share anything that you created for a little bit of show and tell time, it's always fun to see what everyone's made. Then just turn your mic on, and then I'll be able to see that your mic is on and be able to bring you up. But yeah, so fun. I love seeing like the whole stack by the end. It's like, oh, which is exciting. It's not scary to share, by the way. It's totally not scary. We love scrapbook pages. It's totally fine. It's quiet. Okay.
I'll do it.
Oh, hey, Debbie, let me bring you up. I'll do it. There we go. Hi, Debbie.
Hi. Today I'm making background pages and playing with my 2 new stencils or 3 new stencils. So that's all I've got.
Nice.
But I've got several.
Oh, I like them. Where are these stencils from?
This one is from, where's the packet? It's a Catherine Pooler.
Oh, nice.
And it's a nice one. And the flower is one of the cheap ones. You can get it anywhere. But I'm just playing.
So one thing that I'm gonna say that you should try is with that cheap one with the florals, like lay it down flat and like fill it in, and then just move it a little off to the side. So just a tiny little bit, and then you can like fill it in with like a slightly like another color or slightly darker color just along the edging, and like the layering of the two, just like that little bit of offset kind of gives you a little it's like a shadow kind of effect or whatever. And like just pick the same color but like variations of the same color to do it with. I think you'll be excited. Like I'm like, hey, that's like a way of taking like this like, simple thing and just trying a little something else. And when you're playing, you're just playing, right? Like it's experimenting. So yeah, fun. Cool. Well, thank you so much for showing us. That's really fun. Anybody else brave now? Like you can see it was easy. It's like not scary at all. Not scary at all. But yeah, it's so fun to kind of see, and seeing the pages in our gallery for load. Amazing. Seeing the ones that some people have shared to social media. I've shared several in some story highlights, and been able to share the ones that are public on people's Instagrams on my story highlights when I see them. So yeah, that's been really great to see. And just, yeah, good month of scrapbooking so far, and lots more to come. So very excited. Um, we have other series shows to get to. So tomorrow is a series Sunday where we have another series show to get to. We are visiting some books turned, or like film adaptations on Mondays. We have our Trekkie Tuesdays, Star Wars Wednesdays. We have our themed Thursdays so that I can fit more movies into this month because there's so many good ones. And one of my favorite movies from when I was a child is in here. And yeah, just there's a lot of really good stuff coming up, and a few that will be fun surprises along the way too. So I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Keep scrapping, tell your stories, make your pages. If you use the prompts, that's awesome. If you don't use the prompts, that's awesome. Just make your pages, and that's always what I want to see. If you liked the page that I made today, if you like those kits from the scrap room and you loved seeing all of the cool products that they had in their kits, their flavors of the month kit from the scrap room are amazing. And you can find their kits at scrap-room.com, and you can pick up your own flavors of the month kit there. Congratulations to our winner today, Marcy, who will get this kit. She gets this very kit, so she will get the February kit. They like set one aside just for our winner so that our winner gets their kit. And yeah, you'll get all of the fun things. And and if you don't hate coffee or anything, that you get a little sample of the coffee with it too. You can opt out of the coffee if you're not a coffee person, but they're pretty delicious. But yeah, I really appreciate their kits. I love that they give them away as a prize here during our events, and they're a fantastic sponsor. So thank you to the Scrap Room so much. And thank you to all of you for spending some time with me today. This has been just wonderful. If you want to know more about our Scrap Happy family, it is a super fun membership. We do our load challenges, and we don't announce the next theme until March at our happy hour. That's when our next theme, the one for May, will get announced, but it will be good. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you have fun doing your scrapbooking, and happy scrapping. Bye, everyone.